Real Estate Stories Part 3. Last year, I was selling a property for an older gentleman. Because of his age, he couldn't maintain the property well enough to prevent things from getting damaged. And being retired, he didn't have the funds to keep adding to the repairs. He loved the home, he'd been living there forever, but it just didn't make sense for him to continue living there. I found a buyer that was willing to pay more for his property than most of the similar homes in the area. He went ahead with the process and even signed a contract binding him to the sale, but then out of nowhere, he didn't want to sell his home anymore. It seems like everything was hitting him at once and he was having trouble letting go. Even though he got a great deal for his home and simply he couldn't maintain it anymore. We explained to him that he had entered into a binding contract and we would be needing help from a lawyer if he really didn't want to sell his home anymore. So as soon as we found him a lawyer, we had an idea. Perhaps if we showed him the properties he would be living in if he did sell his home, it would be easier for him to envision his new life and let go of the past. So that's exactly what we did. And it worked like a charm. He realized that he could live in a home that would be nicer, more updated, far more practical, and on top of that, he'd have money left over. He decided that he did in fact want to sell his home and we closed on it shortly after. We stayed in close contact after we sold the home for him and he expressed how much happier he was now that he doesn't have to worry about his home falling apart. He was even able to go on vacation with his family and grandchildren with all that extra money. This is one of the moments in my real estate career that showcase how personal selling a home can be. For my clients, it's far more than 4 walls and an address. It's the home. So I have to make sure that I always go above and beyond to help them reach their goal. If you're looking to sell a property, call 305-423-5112 and don't forget to follow.